it's very hard at first to go talk, because it's like, oh my, especially if you just find out, you're like, well, what do I do now? I always thought, I'm smart, right? Like, I go to MIT, but that doesn't mean that just because you're smart doesn't mean that you still don't have problems.
In the beginning, I didn't knew much because we weren't exposed to much technology during the high school or in my school. So Disabilities arranged rigorous, intense training with Career Center during my first weeks of my visit to United States.
I've been going to the Disabilities Service Office and using their services since my freshman year. It was actually one of the very first stops that I made when I got to campus because my mom was so adamant on having me make use of the services. And I'm actually really glad that she did that.
It's hard at first, but you get over it and you're so much better off by going and talking to them. Like, they're very friendly and they just want to help you. So, absolutely recommend going and talking to SCF's office if you have a disability or a concern that you might.
In my class this semester, I'm taking 2 grad classes and 3 undergrad classes, and I have approximately 600 pages of reading every single week, which is really hard for me because I read about half the pace at a normal college student should. So what's really amazing is we have this reading program called Kurzweil that I use almost every single day. I come in and the program actually reads to me all of my reading, which I don't know what I'd do without it. It really saves my life. What's also really nice about it is I can take notes while I'm listening. And so it's like a really fantastic way that I can engage with my work.
Another way that I found the SDS office to be really helpful is helping me get more organized. When I was first identified with my disability, I didn't realize how much that I wasn't getting all my ducks in a line. And so one of the books they recommended had a lot of interesting information about making lists. It didn't even occur to me because I guess it just never occurred to me that making lists is actually one of the most important things to make sure that you get through all your tasks in a week. And just they really can connect with you and figure out what aren't you doing that's allowing you to succeed, because they've seen many students like you before that have done this. So they're very helpful in that way as well.
I learned to use technology like softwares like JAWS. So basically, JAWS is a screen reader through which blind people can access computer. It basically reads out all the output, and it also reads the input commands that you use. So basically, we use keyboard, not the mouse. So we use all the shortcuts to do all the operations as normal people do with mouse.
I've got notes that were taken for me because I'm a very bad note taker, and I find it difficult to concentrate on more than one thing at once, or be able to take notes and focus on lectures. So they were able to, it was really easy for me to just set up so that someone would take notes from me and then they would give me the notes so that I would have them for P-sets and for tests. And it was just really great, even if I didn't necessarily think I was going to use them, just in case.
The best thing I found was actually just talking with them, because they know exactly what I'm going through and they know how to deal with it. And so they actually counseled me to some degree, helping me through various hard spots that I've been through. And it's been absolutely invaluable for my experience here. I don't think I would have gotten through as far as I have today if it hadn't been for that.
They're basically like my secondary advisors. I go to them just to talk and hang out because they're really, really nice and kind people, and they're a really great source for being here at MIT.
One of the other things I really like about the SDS office is that they're always very warm and welcoming. They have a jar of candy. They're always saying, just come in and come grab some or go talk. And there are plenty of times where I was, even stuff that's not related to disabilities that I've gone in and talked to them about. And they're just very nice to deal with, and they're very helpful because they really care about helping you.
In more recent years, I have been taking classes that fit me more, and I've really been getting into my major, which is comparative media studies. And the classes are a lot smaller, so I actually haven't been making use of the Disability Service Office as much, like the services that they provide nearly as much, but I still go there on a regular basis, if nothing else, just to get candy and say hello and stop by.
But really, there should not be stigma around this office because more than anything, the students who use the service are people who have enough confidence in themselves to ask for help. And that's like a really incredible skill that I feel really lucky to have, to say like, this is something that I need help with, and to be able to find the right people to ask for that from.
Now I can use computer very, very well, and I came to a position where I'm able to teach others how to use technology. But that happened with the support from Disabilities.
I'm at the point now where I can safely say that, you know, I know how to deal with my disability at this point. I know where my pitfalls are, and a great part of that is because of them, because they were able to show me that and help me through those hard spots.
There's really no reason for not going to the Disability Service Office if you feel as if you're in need of services. Like even if you haven't officially been like diagnosed, I guess, as having disabilities, if you're struggling with certain aspects of the class, they are really useful for, and they really try to get students, like to accommodate students for whatever you need. They can do a lot more than they could.
I think a lot of students can take advantage of the service, even if they're just kind of overwhelmed or need help at MIT. MIT is a super stressful, rolling place. A lot of us need help all the time. So it's really great just to have someone or somewhere to go that you can kind of just ask for help at. And whether or not they can tell you the right thing, they can definitely point you in the right direction and help you on your way to doing better at MIT.
They are really, really great. Like, crap, what are their names?
Is it still rolling?
Yeah. I mean,
You are awesome!
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my god!
yeah. Just try to look at the camera and not move your head too
I'm
much.
so not used to looking at the camera, man. It's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, we cut out everything.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna be like. Okay, you have to hit record twice on this. I'm sorry, I'm new to this H4N.
You didn't do this.
Did you do this to be funny?
No.
Oh,
Photographer?
he is! He's the best!
No!
He's the best!
Matt, no!
Oh,